Well, the moment represents a mixture. Of course, when you have families meeting some of these Palestinian prisoners or captives, if you want to call them, who have been in jail for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, it's amazing. I mean, these families never had the chance to embrace their sons, their daughters, their brothers, their husbands. And it's an amazing moment, of course, for these families to be united. But of course, there is a very strong feeling of sorrow for the fact that 12,000 Palestinian prisoners are still in Israeli jails. And those people will not be able to celebrate their freedom with their families as all Israeli captives did. So it's a mixture of feelings. And of course, in Gaza, you have a feeling of relief, but at the same time, a lot of pain. You're talking about 250,000 people who have been either killed or injured. That's 11% of the population. And let me repeat, if you compare that to the population of the United States, proportionally, this would have meant 33 million people killed or injured in the course of 2 years. So a lot of pain and a lot of worry because people are not sure about what the future will carry, especially that even when we saw this conference that was held today in Cairo, nobody spoke. I mean, the president, the American president, did not speak about the cause of all problems, about the cause of the disease. Everything was about the symptoms of the disease. But the cause of the disease, which is the Israeli occupation and the need of the Palestinian people to be free from occupation, was never mentioned.
And we'll get to that in just a moment. But let me just ask you, you were talking about, of course, the moment those detainees were released. I understand one of those not being released, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Dr. Barghouti, is your distant cousin Marwan Barghouti, considered by many as one of the most popular and potentially unifying Palestinians. Why do you think, Dr. Barghouti, that Israelis were against his release? What does that tell you?
It tells a lot. First of all, Marwan was a great person. He struggled all his life for his people. And he's a man who can make peace. I mean, he's not like, as some Israelis try to show him, as if, this is a person who could have been instrumental in helping all of us getting the Palestinian unity together, and in helping opening the road for ending this terrible situation. Unfortunately, I believe the Israeli government did not want him to be released for two reasons. First of all, they don't want to show that Palestinians made an achievement, and his release would have been considered as a very serious achievement for Palestinian people. But also, it gives you an idea that this Israeli government does not want peace. If they wanted peace, they know very well that he and the other leaders, by the way, the other 5 leaders, like Ahmed Saadat from PFLP and Abdullah Barghouti and others, could have contributed dramatically to achieving a peaceful resolution. But they don't want that. The main conclusion of the Israeli behavior is that this government doesn't want to make peace with Palestinians.